ultimately it's nice to do games at home.
Here is the opening kick of the season, and we are underway. Sean Lapcevic will take it at the 9-yard line on the far hash mark, straight up the middle of the field. Has some great blocking. One man to beat. He won't do it, but he gets across midfield and inside the 45-yard line of the Marietta Pioneers. Quite a way to start the season. He was brought down by R.J. Murray, the freshman out of Snellville, Georgia. And the Spartans have great field position as Sean Lapcevic.
And they're going to bring it all the way back.
And the flag is out, laying back at the 18-yard line. So you're right, Ed. They will wipe that out.
It's an unsportsmanlike conduct call against Case. And so from the 18, they'll back it up to the 9-yard line. The great return is wiped out. My guess, being the unsportsmanlike conduct call during action, is that Case had too many players in the wedge. Initially, they gathered together and had 4 create the opening for Lapcevic, and right now you can only have 3 together.
Billy Beecher gets the start. He'll swing it out to Lapcevic at the 10. Picks his way forward on the hash marks, up close to the 15, maybe to the 16-yard line. First completion of the season for Billy Beecher. Beecher, the junior quarterback, 6'2", 195 out of Palmyra, PA.
And in a true hurry-up, Case didn't allow Marietta the opportunity to substitute at all.
Kenny Reardon gets the handoff and busts his way over to the far hash. And he is marked down at the 17-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and 2 for Case, still in the hurry-up. Lapcevic checks in with Ethan Albers at wide receiver. Also lining up wide is Colin McLeod for Case. Reardon is in the backfield. Beecher to throw it. Good protection. Out on the far side. Pass is caught by Logan Matt, the sophomore out of Cuyahoga Heights High School in Valley View, Ohio, and it's good for a first down.
Used all 6'4" of his frame to stretch out and make that catch.
George Deraney is checked in. He is a tight end, but he's lined up on the left of Billy Beecher. They will hand the ball to Reardon. Out across the 25-yard line. He is stacked up there. Short gain on first down. We are just underway. Night action here at Case Field. The 2013 season off to a wild start already. Case had a long return from Sean Lapcevic that was wiped out on a penalty. But now moving the ball, 2nd down and 8 from their own 27-yard line. 13-14 to go here in the first quarter.
While Case went from inverted pistol formation with a wishbone to a pro set offense here.
Showing a lot of different looks early. Beecher rolling out for Lapcevic. Little out of his reach and out of bounds. There defensively was Charles Dixon for the Pioneers. They were winless a year ago after Case defeated Marietta in the season opener. They went on to lose their next 9 games. And new coach Andy Waddle trying to turn things around here in 2013. 3rd down and 8 now for Case. Football is on the 27-yard line of the Spartans. Billy Beecher wearing lucky number 13, and the timeout will be taken by Case. And they'll talk over this 3rd and 8 play. Ed will keep it right here during the timeout. 2 minutes gone by here in the first quarter. Case nothing, Marietta nothing. Very interesting schedule this year for Case due to the shift in conferences. It left the Spartans with some gaps to fill in the schedule, and the old NCAC agreement has gone away for the most part. And so Case had to scramble, and they have some very unusual teams on the schedule this year, Ed, as well as back-to-back bye weeks.
Yes, and they're going to be off for 2 straight weeks. They're going to travel to the West Coast. They're also bringing in Trinity College from Texas, who's been nationally known. And then Linfield also makes the trip into Case, another nationally ranked team.
Next week will be an unusual week as well with a Sunday game.
Out at Oberlin College at Savage Stadium.
Ready to get back to action on this 3rd and 8 play. Beecher will swing it out. It's caught at the 25-yard line by Colin McLeod, but he is quickly wrestled to the ground. Nicely done on the defensive coverage by Robert Brown, the senior out of Oregon Park, Florida. And Case will be looking at a 4th down and 6, and Eric Olson will come out to punt it away. So Marietta holds on their first defensive stand of the season. The punt back, snap back to Olson, and the punt is away. It's caught at the 40-yard line, brought back by Charles Dixon, and he is grabbed in the backfield way behind the point of the reception of that punt, and he is thrown down, and Marietta will come out with the football at their own 32. Tom Fulton is the quarterback. At least he was scheduled to be the quarterback. Now it looks like Axton Frenazi is out in the pocket, waiting on the snap. A poor snap, but they get the handoff to Tim Connor. Connor out of Glenville High School, and he picks his way forward, picks up about 4 as he gets out to the 36.
Connor well traveled, now back to Division III. Was a Division I recruit coming out of the Glenville program that's produced so many Division I products over the years.
Franzoy, number 12. He is a sophomore out of Las Cruces, New Mexico. Man in motion to the near side. Franzoy to throw it. Goes up top, middle of the field, picked off. Case has it on the interception. Spartans will take over, making the pick. Scott Surin, the sophomore free safety out of Brunswick.
Well, you got to give some credit to Fadi Haddad playing the corner there on Kirby Harris. Ball was intended for Harris. Haddad kind of squatted and forced Harris to the middle of the field. Well, that's where Haddad knew he had safety coverage in the middle, and Harris ran right into it. Ball was underthrown, and the interception gives Case the ball back. 1st
and 10, football at the Case 38-yard line. Kenny Reardon to the 40. He is grabbed there and forced down to the turf. Tackle made by Elijah Bibbs, the freshman defensive lineman out of Shaw High School here in Cleveland.
3 of the 5 starting offensive linemen, Dave, are back. Saw significant action in some starts last year. Shea Baker, Jake Abbott, Brendan Worley did not. Neither did Seamus McDonald at left guard, but Garrett Hartig did at the left tackle position. So 3 of the 5 are comfortable in the system. 2 newcomers, including your center, Brendan Worley.
Stephen Magister is checked in at fullback. Reardon at tailback, running behind Magister, cuts it up just inside the numbers on the near side and dives ahead close to the 44-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4 and a 3rd down coming up for the Spartans. 3rd down and 4. Case operating in their own territory. 10:22 to go here in the first quarter. Great to be back doing some football with my partner Ed Daugherty here at Case Field. 2013 season opener. Marietta and Case. Low snap. Beecher has that ball batted down.
Case only had 10 men on the field for that play. Case was short a player.
Ball was knocked down. I believe getting a paw up there was Brian Tran, the freshman offensive lineman. 4th and 4, Case will go for it. 10:06 to play. Eric Olson is checked in. Case has already used a timeout. We have no score here in the first quarter. We're at Case Field in Cleveland, and now Olson backs up to kick it away. They'll call for a fair catch, and it's made back there inside the 25 near the 23-yard line. That's where Marietta will take over.
Charles Dixon, the defensive back, who lined up in coverage and dropped back when Case shifted formation, made the fair catch.
Well, Case will come back out defensively. They had an interception on their first trip out there from Scott Surin, but They could not cash in on that. 10:01 to go here in the first quarter. It's 1st and 10. Axton Franzoy back out there. He takes the snap and the shotgun. They swing it out into the flat, near side, run out of bounds. Catch was made out there by Tannen Roberts as he made for the sideline, was knocked out of bounds at the 30. It's a pickup of 7, and it's 2nd down and 3. Franzoy again has some shift going on in front of him. They get set on the line.
Case didn't adjust to the change in strong side.
They will hand this ball to Tim Connor, and he's tripped up back at the line of scrimmage. Nicely done by the Spartans.
Aaron Weisberg, the weak side linebacker, came knifing in, made the tackle for Case.
Weisberg out of Plantation, Florida, American Heritage High School. 3rd down and 2. Short yardage situation here for the Marietta Pioneers.
The nickelback is now lined up with Kirby Harris, probably the best wide receiver for Marietta.
Harris is wide to the right. Snap comes back. They'll throw it again to Connor out of the backfield. Has the first down across the 35. Is knocked down about the 38-yard line. A couple of Spartans got in there on the play. Weisberg was there again, as well as big number 92, Dayton Snyder, the sophomore out of West Lafayette, Indiana.
And Mike O'Donnell mixed it up with Kirby Harris on the near sideline. And during the block, Harris's helmet came off, so he has to go to the sideline for at least one play.
Tannen Roberts lines up wide to the right. Snap goes back to the quarterback. They'll hand it up the middle. And that was Tim Connor again. Dives out across the 40-yard line. Short pickup on first down, so it'll be 2nd down and 8. We have 8:15 to go. No score here in the first quarter.
I think the Case coaching staff, especially on the defensive side, would be content to allow Marietta to try to run Connor straight up the middle. He's a kid that if he gets outside the hash marks and near the numbers and can turn the corner, forget it. You're not going to catch him.
Football spotted, middle of the field. They'll hand it, a throw by Franzoy. Caught out in the flat. Kirby Harris makes the reception, but he's knocked down for little or no gain there. Football will be marked right back at the line of scrimmage on the 40-yard line. 3rd down and 8. Franzoy directing traffic. Dropping out wide is Alex Jasicki to the right. 2 receivers to the left for Franzoy. He's directing traffic. Connor in the backfield. Case showing blitz, but now they back out of it. Connor will run it straight ahead. He is hit and knocked down there by Brandon Bryan. He wrapped him up high and got some help to bring him down. It's 4th down. Football is at the 43.5-yard line of the Pioneers. Well, Case will force the punt here. Marietta's Chaz Miller is back to kick it away.
Sean Lapsevic has dropped deep for Case.
So far tonight, we have not seen Manny Secre, who has an injured ankle. Here is the kick. They almost blocked it. Lapsevic from the 23. Out across the numbers on the far side. Turns it upfield past the 40. Gets out of bounds at the 42-yard line. 19-yard return for Lapsevic. Case will come out with good field position. Manny.
The offense has seen some rhythm tonight, Dave. They've put together a couple of plays that have picked up the yardage, a couple of first downs here to start with, and I think ultimately that's what the offense needs. They need to be confident. They need to be on the field. Even if they don't necessarily score points, they need to be able to show that they can move the ball down the field against a defense that returns 8 starters for Marietta.
Logan Matt is out wide to the left. Beecher to throw it. Hits Lapsevic down the far sideline. Out at midfield. Boy, he was knocked out of bounds. and ended up getting tripped up over on the sideline after he went flying out of bounds.
He ended up 7 or 8 yards out of bounds.
It'll be 2nd down and 2. A pickup of 8 from Beecher to Sean Lapsevic. Lapsevic now a junior. Beecher will keep it as he dives ahead, gets the 1st down. He's into Marietta territory at the 47-yard line. Should be a pickup of 3. And good for the 1st down, they say, to move those chains. Officials tonight, Mario Seneca is the referee, Wardell Kelly the umpire. Head linesman is Chuck Ruslavage. Stephen Vack is the line judge. Shane Snyder the side judge. Steve Quigley the field judge. And Michael Griffith is the back judge. 5:45 to go here in the 1st quarter. We have no score between Case and Marietta. Beecher rolls out wide to the right, now fires back left. It is caught at the 15-yard line. Grabbing it for Case was Colin McLeod. They cannot wrestle him down until he gets inside the 5-yard line.
Spinning all the way inside the 5 after making the catch at the 10. He carried 5 Marietta Pioneers for another 11 yards after initially making the catch.
Colin McLeod out of Tacoma, Washington. 6'3", 205. They mark it at the 5-yard line. So Case knocking on the door here, trying to draw first blood. It looks like Case thought about using a timeout there, but now they are going to run the play. Play clock is down to 3. Beecher gets it off with 1 second to spare. They'll flip it to Reardon. He gets into the pylon. Let's see. There's the signal. Touchdown, Spartans. Kenny Reardon, who missed 8 games after a broken ankle in week 2 last season, gets to score the first touchdown of the 2013 campaign. 6-0 Case.
On a sweep to the short side of the field, and Reardon just waited until he almost ran out of room and then made a dive to the pylon for the touchdown.
Here is Nick Bavaro. Tap Tasker, the holder, picks it up and runs with it, and he is tackled before he gets in for a 2-point conversion. Ed, I couldn't tell if that was a set play or a bad snap.
Yeah, a bad snap. That one burned back to Tasker as it rubbed across the turf. Tasker just couldn't get it up on the tee fast enough, and by that time the play had broken down and he was forced to run with it.
So Case settles for a 6-0 lead on the 5-yard TD run by Reardon. 4:56 to go here in the 1st quarter. We'll have more coming up after this timeout on the Spartans Broadcasting Network.
I have this cool cash. What can I do with it? You can turn it into a hot meal at Rascal House. It's the best value in town. What do they have there? Buckets of wings, pasta, sandwiches, salads, and of course, great pizza. Are they open late? You bet. Open every night till 2:30 a.m. And you can even build your own pizza and order it online at rascalhousepizza.com. Cool. See you at the Spartans game? Yep, and see you after at Rascal House.
6-0 Case, 1st quarter action. Kenny Reardon with the 5-yard TD run. And Marietta will get it back at the 10-yard line. Return coming back by Keith Cherry. He gets out across the 25 and all the way to the 30-yard line before he is knocked down. Cherry, a senior.
Austin Webb stopped him. Webb just presented a brick wall and knocked Cherry down in his tracks.
4 plays, 58 yards, Ed, on the scoring drive.
Well, you got to like what Case is doing. 84 yards in total offense so far. And Marietta's been held to just 24 yards on 8 plays.
1 year ago, Case averaged 23 points a game. Marietta 17. They did not get the play off, so a delay of game. Franzoy was still calling out the signals.
It'll be the first penalty against Marietta today. Case has one that wiped out a great return on the opening kickoff of the season.
Lapsevic got deep into Marietta territory after the opening kickoff. The Case was called on an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty. Case leading at 6-0. 4:48 to go. Franzoy to throw it. Far side. Caught out there. I believe that's caught by Kirby Harris. Out across the 30 near the hash marks. And then he is knocked down. And they will give him forward progress. It looks Ed out to the 34-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 9. So on the 1st and 15 play, they get the penalty yardage back plus 4 more. It'll be 2nd down and 6. Marietta operating in their own territory at the 34-yard line. Franzoy. Shotgun snap. He'll hand the football to Tannen Roberts on a sweep, and he is wiped out back at the 31-yard line. Nice defensive coverage by Gavin Sandage of Case, the sophomore out of Pittsburgh.
Well, you got to wait. Case stayed home on that play. Saw the sweep coming, recognized it right away, didn't overreact, and simply played their zones. And Roberts had nowhere to run once he took the inside handoff on the jet sweep.
Jordan Esteban is in at cornerback. Scott Surin and Jordan Banky are the safeties right now. Fadi Haddad on the far side corner. Back to throw it, and it is incomplete. Case had some good pressure on Franzoy that time and forced the incompletion. It'll be 3rd down, make it 4th down and 7 for the Pioneers, and they will send the punting unit on.
So 3 more plays for Marietta. They've netted 3 total yards. So offensively, now 11 plays, 27 yards in offense for the Pioneers. Well done by the Case defense, young Case defense.
Don't forget the Pioneers had -3 rushing yards last season against Case. Punt angled to the sideline. Lapsevic will try and return it anyway. It turned into a poor decision. He was not able to turn it upfield and is tackled right there at the 28-yard line. So the Spartans will take over in their own territory with 3:18 to go here in the first quarter. 39-yard punt with no return. Eric Olson is the quarterback. He will work under center. Reardon is the lone setback for Case. 3 receivers set. Lapsevic is far left. Olson will look for him, and it goes right through his fingertips. There defensively was Keith Cherry of the Pioneers.
Cherry may have been early. If anything, he arrived exactly when the ball was there. It certainly wasn't after the attempt to make that catch.
Looking for a little inside screen there to Lapsevic. He'll line up wide again, and Cherry is on Lapsevic, 1-on-1. 3:14 to go, first quarter, 6-0 Case. They will give it on a draw play to Reardon. He never goes down, but they wrap him up, and he is unable to get any more forward progress. Cody Rice was there defensively for the Pioneers. 3rd down, 15 for the Spartans after that loss. Reardon will line up in the backfield again with Olson. We have seen both Case quarterbacks already. 2:38 to go here in the first quarter.
Nickel package for Marietta, as well as they brought in some lighter, more agile defensive linemen.
Deep downfield, Olson guns it over the head of his intended target. He was shooting that time for number 81, John Mangeluzzi, the freshman out of Mayfield High School.
A draw play for Case that was unsuccessful. If Olson does not get a nice kickoff here, or if Case doesn't cover the punt well, all of a sudden the field is tilted in the advantage of the Marietta Pioneers.
Should get it somewhere close to midfield or better. Eric Olson ready to punt this one away, and it's over his head. It's going to roll to the back of the end zone. He tried to keep it in, and he could not do it. It's a safety. Looked for a moment like Olson might be able to get back there, and still do something with it, but it was kicked around and out of bounds. It's a safety, and it is now 6-2.
Now that's the second miscue on special teams related to snapping the football. Case missed the extra point on their touchdown because the snap was low. Now overcompensation, and this time the snap goes up over Olson's head. Not where Olson couldn't get his hands on it, but certainly not manageable from a punting point of view. And Olson almost turned that safety into a touchdown. That ball is that deep in the end zone and you're chasing it down. The best thing to do is either just kick it out of the end zone or flip it out of the end zone or fall on it, something, but do not allow the defense to pick up an additional 6 points. Give them the 2 and move on.
Mike Valeriano is the long and short snapper for the Spartans. Valeriano out of Webster, New York. Case getting ready to kick off. This has been Moreau's.
You could see his
very
fashion
nice
statement that he makes.
Lime green neon sneakers. Back deep for the Pioneers, Keith Cherry. And it will be caught by Cherry. Gets a running start at the 22-yard line. Up the numbers near side. Breaks through a tackle. Gets across midfield. And plows his way all the way to the Case 40-yard line. Lost his helmet while making that return.
That's almost a 40-yard return on a free kick.
Caught it at the 22. And so gets all the way out to the 41-yard line of the Spartans. 6-2, Case leading it by 4. A safety. And now Marietta with the football. Quarterback is still Axton Franzoy. There's the snap. Tim Connor gets the flip, and he is quickly knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. A couple of Case defenders in there. Looks like Gavin Sandage got back in there and helped bring Connor down with 1:51 to go here in the first quarter. Well, you know, Ed, that Marietta will come out today, of all days, with quite a lot of emotion after a winless season a year ago. So they will certainly start this game with some fire. Franzoy to throw it. He will go down middle of the field, and the pass dropped. Weisberg there defensively. Pass intended for Josh Ienza.
Spartans are getting a good push on the running plays, and they're in the backfield on the sweeps and the slants. But when Marietta drops into the pocket, the pass rush just isn't there right now for the Spartans. They're not getting the push up front from the 4 down linemen.
Third down, 11. From the 42-yard line of the Spartans. Franzoy back to throw. Again, middle of the field, trying it again. Yanessa goes up for it. Could not bring it down. Weisberg again there defensively, and that forces a 4th down. Josh Yanessa. Well, he is a big guy. They list him at 5'11", but looks a lot bigger than that out there wearing that number 83 jersey for the Pioneers.
Sure does. Out of the Columbus area. Westerville South High School, just north of the city of Columbus.
It's great to have all of you with us here tonight for Case football. We welcome all of the Marietta Pioneers fans tuning in to our video presentation of Case football tonight. Here is the kick. It's a bouncer, and Lapcevic will not try and field it, and I believe they downed it inside the 1-yard line.
And they are going to mark it inside the 1.
Robert Brown, the senior, got back there and made the grab on that bouncing kick.
Dave, I was told that the crowd tonight, in excess of 2,000 here tonight, nearly capacity crowd. And then we have quite a few folks ringing the outside walkway around the Case Field and probably a few in the dorms enjoying the private suite affair.
1 minute, 8 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Case needs some running room. They'll try and get it by handing it up the middle.
Magister gets the carry.
That was the fullback, Stephen Magister, and he plows out to the 4, maybe the 3.5 yard line. 2nd down and 7. 50 seconds to go in the first quarter. 6-2 Spartans. Beecher is the quarterback. They will pitch it. And it is carried by Manny Secre, his first touch of the season, and he gets all the way out across the 25 and out of bounds at the 28-yard line with 37 seconds left.
Well, you can tell that Secre still hampered a little bit by soreness in his leg from the injury earlier this week, because when he turned the corner, he had an open field and just didn't turn on the afterburners we've seen Secre put on before.
Secre now a junior, 5'10", 195 out of Miami, Florida.
Off balance to the right goes Case.
They like this format. They'll run that way with Reardon, tries to stiff arm a man, then had the football exposed, but was able to hold on to it. Defensive coverage there by Joe Ortega, and that's going to be the final play of the first quarter. 6-2, Case leading Marietta in the 2013 season opener under the lights here at Case Field. Second quarter action is coming up. We'll have it for you after we take this time out on the Spartans Broadcasting Network.
Have you heard the news? The Intercontinental Cleveland has earned its 10th consecutive 4 Diamond Award from AAA in recognition of its high-quality accommodations and exceptional service standards. Planning an important event like a corporate meeting, annual conference, fundraising gala, holiday party, or highly personalized wedding? Choose excellence in the Intercontinental Cleveland. Our planning professionals will take time to consider every detail and lead you through an experience which is proudly world-class. Call us today at 216-707-4100 for more details or to request a tour of our spectacular accommodations.
This year, Qdoba will cater like 10,000 parties.
Where? When? I'm there.
Well, these parties are hypothetical. I was just talking about Qdoba catering. Hot taco bars with fire-grilled chicken and marinated steak, flour tortillas and taco shells. You'll also get their hand-smashed guacamole, cheese, sour cream, lettuce, and salsa. They'll deliver to your home or office, and they'll even set it up.
Can I bring a guest?
Oh, boy. Visit Qdoba.com today for more information about Qdoba catering. Qdoba Mexican Grill. More to explore.
Fumbled snap as we get underway in the second quarter. Billy Beecher able to fall on it, but this is a big loss, Ed, for the Spartans and not a good way to start quarter number 2.
Now they're going to lose about 10 yards on the play.
They'll mark it all the way back to the 18-yard line. 3rd down and 20.
And the Case offense is not built for that. They simply aren't built to make the big play. They like the little inside screen passes, draw plays, and as Hank Stram used to say, matriculate down the field.
Well, Beecher cannot matriculate very far. He had some time there, but the pressure kept mounting, and he was only able to get out to the 17, so he lost a yard. It'll be 4th down and about 21 for Case, and Eric Olson will have to come out and punt this one away. Beecher coming off the field at first looked like he was limping a little bit, now appears to be okay as he gets to the sideline. Olson ready to kick this one away.
Nice kick.
Line of scrimmage was the 18. This one will float all the way back to the 45-yard line. Kirby Harris with a flag down. Actually, that's not Harris bringing it back. That is Randall Birchmeyer. And Birchmeyer gets out to the 23-yard line of the Spartans, but a flag back near the 50.
Yeah, Jake LaFleur is hurt on a just true clip. LaFleur was not even attempting to make the tackle and absolutely got blasted from behind, and his right arm, where the helmet went in, and either bruised his elbow, dislocated the elbow, hyperextended, something related to his arm.
Well, he's in some pain down there right now. They'll take him back to the training table, and that's a definite blow to the Case defense. Hey fans, at this time we'd like to offer up a special thank you to our 3 sponsors that made tonight's post-game fireworks show possible: Bon Appetit Management Company, 1-to-1 Fitness, and the Courtyard Cleveland University Circle. Thanks to all of those great sponsors for their support of Spartans athletics.
Timing on the inside draw play to Connors was off because of the high snap, but in reality, the timing being off made that a more effective play for the Marietta Pioneers. Connor picked up 7 right through the middle.
Second down. Football marked at the 42-yard line. 13 minutes to go before halftime. Axton Franzoy making his first career start for Marietta. He'll keep it on the ground. They go to Connor straight up the middle, just short of the first down as he is right on the 45-yard line.
Scores of interest from around the UAA as all teams open play this weekend. Grove City, who will be a new Case opponent on the schedule as part of the PAC, knocked off Carnegie Mellon 28-10. And number 9 ranked University of Wisconsin Whitewater came back to defeat WashU 17-7. Whitewater, the Warhawks, scored 17 points late in that ball game to knock off the Bears.
3rd down and 1. They go for it. They
Didn't
give
get
it to
it.
Connor. He
Didn't
didn't get it. Case covers that play. They had about 4 guys in there. Leading the charge was Josh Rogers, the sophomore nose guard, and he had extra help as the Spartans prevent the short yardage gain, and it forces a 4th down and 2. The football is at the 44-yard line of the Pioneers, and they come out ready to punt. Chaz Miller will stand back near his own 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage is the 44. Lapcevic will set up for the return. He's standing at the 25. Here's the kick, booming kick, and it's taken back at the 20-yard line by Lapcevic. Just tripped up before he can get ahead of steam moving up the middle of the field. Nicely done there. Ankle tackle by Alex Jasicki. And Case will get it back, leading it by a score of 6-2. 11:38 to go in the second quarter.
Sounds more like the baseball team score than a football score at this point. Marietta College, a very good baseball program.
Well, they're still in Grand Slam range right now, 6-2.
That's right.
Eric Olson checks back in. Dual quarterback approach for Case so far. They go to Secre, and that snap was low, and they did get it to Secre, but he is tripped up, slid down to the turf right about the time he tried to gather in the football. Case having some trouble on those exchanges. Brennan Worley is the center.
I would say that Case, Dave, what would you think? About 75% they're in the shotgun or pistol formation. Under center, maybe 1 out of every 4 or 5 plays.
Yep. Particularly when Olson is in, he is under center more. Beecher is almost exclusively shotgun formation. Olson comes up firing, caught by Logan Matt. He steps out of bounds as he got past the 33, maybe out to the 34-yard line.
That's not quite where I thought he went out of bounds, but
thought he got past the 35.
Yeah, I would have put him closer to the 36 or 37 as well. What I thought was going to be a manageable 3rd and short, now 3rd and mid-range, about 3rd and 5.
They mark him out at the 34-yard line. Olson stays in. Colin McLeod is checked back in. Logan Matt out on the right. High in the backfield for Case. Rolling right. Now Olson goes up top for Matt. Makes the catch inside the 40-yard line of the Pioneers and out of bounds.
Well, that play was well designed in that the play action drew the linebackers up. The double move in the secondary allowed Matt to get free. And he caught the ball well over his head. Nicely placed out there by Olson. He didn't panic, didn't rush that throw.
32-yard pickup from Olson to Logan Matt. Now Manny Secre to the far side, cuts it in by the hash mark near the numbers on the left side, and he's tripped up at the 30-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4. 2nd down and 6, under 10 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Case leading it by 4. Secre again on the hurry up, gets inside the 25, This time running out to the numbers on the right side.
And Secret lowered the boom. Robert Brown took the blunt of Manny Secret, and Secret's not that big to be really running over people, but he did.
Again, they go to Reardon. He is caught, now turns, stays on his feet, reverses direction to the numbers on the right side, breaks another tackle, gets inside the 15-yard line. Finally tackled by R.J. Murray, but Reardon with an incredible run, just bouncing off people.
I can't tell the Case coaching staff is fired up, but I can't tell if they're happy at the way that play turned out or frustrated that the blocking initially wasn't there and it forced Reardon to come all the way across the field.
1st and 10 from the 12-yard line. They will pitch it to Reardon. Has blocking in front, gets to the sideline, inside the 5, and he's run out of bounds. Case on the doorstep again.
Power I. 3 stacked in the eye. They ran short side, just helmet on helmet, power formation, and in the process just drove the ball for 11 yards.
Adam Hockman, Steve Magister, and Manny Secret lined up in the backfield in that order. They go to Secret, flag down in the end zone.
Too many guys on the field for Marietta. Marietta had 12 at the snap.
Back-to-back runs by Kenny Reardon totaling about 30 yards. Has Case now inside the 3-yard line.
Illegal substitution against Marietta. They had 12 men on the field. One of the players for Marietta, defensive players, he tried to step out the back of the end zone.
Now Robert Brown is shaken up, and now he's up and walking back to his position. Case has it, 1st and goal at the 2-yard line. They will bring in that double fullback set with Secret lined up behind Magister and Hockman. Case leading at 6-2, 9:02 to go. We're in the second quarter.
There are still 12 players on the field for Marietta, not including Brown, who's down outside the numbers.
So now they get the whistle, and Andy Waddle does not seem happy about something over there as he is barking at one of the officials. And now Brown is back up and coming off the field, and I'm not sure if they were forced to burn a timeout there. It looks like someone has been charged with a timeout, or this could be a water or hydration break. I'm not sure. Both teams went to the
staff
sidelines.
On the field for Marietta could be upset that Case was making or getting to the line quickly. Marietta was attempting to make a substitution, and even if you're in a hurry up, if you substitute at the end of the play, you must allow the defense to move its players on if they have come onto the field.
Olsen takes the snap to Secret, straight up the middle, touchdown Spartans. Manny Secret's first touchdown of the season. It's a 1-yard touchdown plunge. And the Spartans take a 12-2 lead with 8:51 to go here in the second quarter. Nick Bavaro is in to try the extra point. Valeriano is the snapper, Tasker is the holder. Here is the kick. It is up, and it is good.
That one's on Tasker. That snap was inside, and Tasker did a nice job of making the catch, getting the ball down, and then up and through the uprights for the PAT.
8:51 to go, first half. Case 13, Marietta 2. Back with more second quarter action after this timeout on the Spartans Broadcasting Network.
In search of an extraordinary dining experience where you're certain to enjoy the ambiance as well as the menu? Table 45 Restaurant and Bar is the award-winning mixed culture restaurant located at the Intercontinental Cleveland, offering cuisine from around the world created by accomplished local chef Zach Brule. Open every day, the atmosphere at Table 45 is relaxed yet inspiring with weekday chill-out happy hours, a behind-the-scenes chef's table, and outdoor dining on Patio 45. Call for more details or reservations at 216-707-4045 or visit us visit tbl45.com or on Facebook.
Well, part of the crowd here tonight at Case Field. It is an overflow crowd tonight, and they will enjoy some fireworks after the game here on opening night 2013. Great to have you with us for Case football here on case.edu. Here's the kickoff. Marietta down 13-2. Bringing it back is Keith Cherry. Angles to the outside, gets across the 20 to the 25, and then out of bounds at the 26-yard line. Here come the Pioneers offensively. Case's defensive effort so far, Ed, very, very solid.
Well, and that's the thing. Coach Devlek told us that the offense has to carry the defense early on with all the inexperience on that defensive side. And the offense has racked up 143 yards in total offense on 30 plays and have had the ball for 12 minutes, whereas Marietta has just 39 yards in total offense. So the defense is being inspired. They're getting a chance to catch their breath, getting a chance to get some instruction, and have really held Marietta in check all evening.
Franzoy to throw it, and caught initially, and then the ball came loose. I don't think it was ever a catch by Yanessa.
And if it was a catch, then he would be down on contact before the ball came loose.
So the officials are talking it over, and I think it's going to go down as an incompleted pass. And I hate to say this, but I think we're getting a little bit of rain here at Case Field.
Yeah, the rain wasn't supposed to hit till after midnight. It was supposed to be short-lived, but
it was such a nice day around the area. Just a beautiful golden Saturday afternoon, and hopefully it will not come down yeah,
it was in the mid-70s and bright sunshine, and that's great for this time of year. Columbus, just 2 hours south of here, it was 85 degrees when the Buckeyes kicked off at noon.
Franzoy ready to go, 8:24 to go, second quarter, 13-2 Case. They keep it on the ground, and some good hard running by the Pioneers. That was Patrick Lewis. That's the first time we've seen him today.
Freshman.
Lewis, the freshman out of Ironton High School.
Nearby Marietta, not too far away, right along the Ohio River.
8 minutes to go, second quarter. Case up by 11, 13-2, season opener for both teams. Franzoy from the shotgun takes the snap. Lewis blocking. They'll wing it way out to the far side, looking for their fine receiver, Kirby Harris, but it's incomplete, out of his reach, and a fourth down coming up for the Pioneers.
This is the fifth punt already for Miller, and we're only midway through the second quarter.
Miller has been busy, so is Lapsevic returning these kicks. Marietta scored on a safety, and Case has touchdown runs from Kenny Reardon and Manny Secre. 13-2, Case will get the ball back. Low snap, they almost got it. Kick is shanked out of bounds.
That ball went out near the 40-yard line of Marietta.
Official still marking off the yardage, and he gets to the 42 and seems satisfied. And that's where Case will take over. It was a low snap. Miller did the best he could with it, with the pressure coming.
Well, he was averaging 37.5 yards per kick. And that's going to bring that number down.
Very festive look across the way. Great to have the students back on campus. Opening night is when everything comes alive here at Case Field. Eric Olson is the quarterback under center. Fakes a handoff to Reardon. Rolls right. Now Olson will try and keep it. Dives out inside the 40. Got back close to the inside hash mark.
Well, Ethan Albers was the outlet on that play. And Olson rolled to his right. And Albers couldn't free himself from the outside linebacker, so that's when Olson made the decision to tuck and run. It's almost like a pass option for Olson in that situation.
Nate Nakasel was deep downfield and might have been open for a moment. Olson did not see him. Second down and 7 after a 3-yard gain on the run by Olson. He will drop quickly, throw it out to the right side. It's caught out there by the Spartans. Hauling it in, John Mangaluzzi, the freshman wideout. Made that catch very close to first down yardage. It's at the 32.
They will move the chains.
It is a first down, so a pickup of 7.
Well, if Case is going to take a shot downfield, Dave, this might be when they want to do it. Marietta creeping up. The last 2 plays, they've put 8 in the box.
They will go to Reardon. Straight up the middle, gets inside the 30.
Wow, and the Pioneers trying to rip that ball away. They're looking for a turnover, any kind of spark to hand their offense the ball back.
Jake Hammer there defensively out of St. Vincent St. Mary High School. They'll go to Reardon again, and flags come out on that play. Second down and 5, but we'll see what the penalty is all about.
Case is snapping the ball about 8 seconds after it's placed down.
We are not getting the officials' calls tonight. They were having some trouble with the mic.
That's an illegal substitution again, and the coaching staff at Marietta is hot because, again, if Marietta makes an instant attempt to change personnel, Case has to give them the opportunity to do that. If they're not reacting to Case but simply making changes, Case cannot quick snap the football on them, and the Spartans were taking between 8 and 9 seconds between plays.
Under 6 to go, second quarter. Reardon again, straight up the middle. Had a nice block on the left side, and he dives out across the 20. Down close to the 18-yard line. Looks like it'll be a pickup of 4 for Kenny Reardon, running hard tonight. Looked like he took a shot there, and he is shaken up.
So a double fullback situation here in the power I. Secret in as the tailback in the formation.
Reardon is doubled over on the sideline. Second down and 6. Football marked at the 18. They're inside the red zone. Secret picking his way forward on the right side of the field, inside the numbers, near the hash, and he got maybe a couple of yards down to the 16-yard line. Well, Ed, on that play of which you speak, is the official in charge of holding Case until the defensive substitution is made?
Yeah, if Marietta makes the legitimate substitution, but the officials are saying no, that they're not getting them out there in time, which is why Case is catching Marietta with 12 and 13 players on the field.
Lapsevic with a
nice
pass
move
to the right side, right on the sideline, gets inside the 10, made a nice move around a blocker.
Ethan Albers, he just waited on Albers to make the block one way or the other, and as soon as Albers pushed his defender outside the hash marks and towards the sideline, Lapsevic cut inside that and picked up an additional 8 yards.
So they get the ball now inside the 10 on the short screen to Lapsevic. First and goal from the 8-yard line for Case. They lead it 13-2. 4.5 minutes to go here in the second quarter at Case Field.
Marietta has their run defense on the field.
Back to throw. Olsen goes to the corner. Catch made. Touchdown, Spartans. Ethan Albers, the sophomore, makes the grab. It's an 8-yard touchdown pass.
Marietta was in a situation they were looking run. They had their heavy package on the defensive front. They had their bigger linebackers in there, which meant that the receivers for Case were matched up one-on-one. They got no underneath help from the linebackers, and the secondary had to face it one-on-one, and Case exploited it for the touchdown.
Nick Bavaro will try the extra point. There is the snap and the hold, and the left-footed kick of Bavaro is up and good. That makes it a 20-2 ball game with 4:19 to go here in the second quarter. Case builds the lead. Marietta football after we come back from this timeout on the Spartans Broadcasting Network.
I have this cool cash. What can I do with it? You can turn it into a hot meal at Rascal House. It's the best value in town. What do they have there? Buckets of wings, pasta, sandwiches, salads, and of course, great pizza. Are they open late? You bet. Open every night till 2:30 a.m. And you can even build your own pizza and order it online at rascalhousepizza.com.
Cool. See you at the Spartans game?
Yep, and see you after at Rascal House.
Welcome back to Case Field as you get a look there at some of the surrounding dormitories.
The Village at 115, apartment style living for the upperclassmen here at Case.
A beautiful night. Lights haven't taken full effect yet. Under the lights against Marietta tonight. Welcome back to our coverage of Case football. Here is the kickoff to the Pioneers. Keith Cherry drops it at the 5, picks it up now across the 15 to the 20, and is knocked down there close to the 21-yard line. Case defensive coverage downfield prevented him from snapping off any more yardage after that initial bobble.
Well, the numbers continue to widen. Case now at 180 yards in total offense. Marietta averaging about 2 yards per play. 20 plays, 45 yards for the Marietta Pioneers. They are 4 of 10 through the air for 23 yards, 10 rushes for 22 yards. We'll give you the Case quarterback comparisons in a moment.
Franzoy to Connor. Turns it upfield, gets to the 25-yard line, outside near the numbers. Marietta moving right to left. Here the second quarter, clock moving, now under 4 to go in the first half.
Yeah, for Case, 48 yards rushing so far in the ball game, 132 yards passing. That's Eric Olson, 5 of 7 for 64 yards. Billy Beecher, 5 of 7 for 68 yards. Unabated to the quarterback. It'll be a penalty against the Spartans.
A little anxious there. Everett DeShong, the sophomore out of Chagrin Falls.
Of note for Case, 3 of 7 on third down conversions tonight, and they are 3 of 3 in red zone scoring. For Marietta, they've converted just 1 of 6 third down conversions. They have just 1 first down in the ballgame.
Case having a terrific first half defensively here in the season opener. Franzoy looks to the sideline for a play. He's directing traffic now. Second down and 1 after the penalty walk-off from the 30-yard line. They run the football and get the first down. I believe that was Tim Connor on the carry. And so he gets them the 1 yard they needed plus a couple more, and he's out to the 34-yard line. Marietta operating in its own territory here. 3:14 to go and counting. 20-2, Case in front. Franzoy from the shotgun. They will hand this one to Connor again. Out across the 35. And near the 38, maybe the 39-yard line, a pickup of 5. Marietta trying the hurry up. Franzoy faked calling for the ball in the shotgun. Now looks again to the sideline for the play call. Second down and 5. Marietta has all 3 timeouts left, should they decide to use them. To throw it, Franzoy, caught by Yanessa. He went up the ladder to get that ball out across the 40 to the 42-yard line. He's 2 yards shy of a first down.
Clock will continue to run as his forward progress was stopped inbounds and then eventually pushed out.
Third down, less than 2. So Connor is in the backfield. Yanessa lines up on the left side of the formation.
Case has no deep safety in the middle of the field. They're man-to-man on the wide receivers on the far side.
Kirby Harris, Tanner Roberts.
5 defensive linemen for the Spartans.
3 receivers set. Franzoy looks for Harris, and they will go to Roberts instead. He makes the catch, got hit, but then backpedaled for first down yardage out across the 45-yard line. He has the first down as he gets to the Marietta 46.5-yard line. 90 seconds to go here in the first half. Stay tuned, coming up for some features at halftime from our friends at Case Media Vision. 1:25 to go. 20-2 Spartans off to a great start here tonight under the lights at Case Field. Connor again dives close to midfield, reaching the football out to the 50. They didn't give him all of that yardage. They mark it on the 49. Marietta trying to get the play off quickly. 1 minute to go here in the first half. Franzoy again from the shotgun. He has Connor right behind him. Yanessa lined up wide on the right. They go to Connor, and he just dives ahead in, and it looks as though Marietta is content to run the rest of the time out here and leave 3 timeouts on the table.
Well, and I wonder what they're trying to set up. I mean, that's 3 or 4 consecutive inside handoffs or short passes. Now they're going to break out into a really awkward formation.
Case will use a timeout. Very apt description, Ed, as they broke off their entire offensive line to the left. Connor went with the lineman, and Franzoy stayed right behind the center with a couple of wide receivers to the right side of the field. And that did not take a whole lot of thought for Case to say, hey, let's burn a timeout here. We don't want to get caught in that crazy formation.
Other scores of note for Case. Upcoming opponent Frostburg State. They are down at halftime to Geneva 21-3. Geneva, another member of that PAC that we'll begin to see next season. And Trinity out of Texas, who will be here at Case in a couple of weeks. They lead Howard Payne University 21-7 midway through the second quarter.
Case's next home game will be September 28th. That is Linfield. That is homecoming. And a noon start. Well, they run that formation out there again. You can see it there on your screen. Case tries to match up. They'll snap it back to Franzoy down the middle of the field. It's incomplete. He was looking for Yanessa.
Yanessa was lined up right next to the center, but becomes an eligible receiver because he technically is the end of the offensive line.
Of all people, and I knew that you could explain that to me because you can keep track of those linemen.
And the linemen moved over, which meant that they were all still ineligible as part of the offensive line. You don't have to snap the ball from the middle of your line. You can snap it at any point along the 7 that are positioned there. But if your center is the outside member of the 7, then he becomes an eligible receiver and must report as such.
It was all rendered moot when the throw was out of his reach. He overshot the target.
Had this situation last night where, due to some injuries, local high school team, one of their defensive linemen who wears 36, due to some injuries, he had to take 36 off, and they put a 52 jersey on him so he could play offensive tackle because of the injuries. Not eligible to play interior line with the 36.
4th down and 4. And Case will get the ball back on a punt here by Chaz Miller. Here is the kick. He angles it to the far side, and that ball will go into the end zone.
Little rugby style kick. And the Spartans will have to come out for one play and most likely be content to kneel down and go into the locker room with the 18-point lead.
One guy we've been talking a lot tonight, Ed, is Gavin Sandage. Inside linebacker out of Pittsburgh, PA. He's just a sophomore, 6'1", 195. But he has been all over the field tonight. He was on defensive coverage on that last toss that was incomplete, intended for Yanessa on that strange formation play. And you're right, Case will take a knee. That will bring us to the end of the first half. And I don't know if things could have gone any better for the Spartans, despite some injuries in training camp. Manny Secray ran the ball well. Kenny Reardon back after injury a year ago.